Hey everybody, welcome back. James here again with you, and today I am bringing you a video that many viewers have requested on both channels, and it's probably the most requested pellet review I've ever gotten, is to review the Crosman Premier Piranhas. Now, fortunate enough, my local department store just got these in because of the pandemic going on. I've been wiped out of pellets, so I've been getting into my stash that I've had put away just to have, and decided to buy these and do a review on them and share that with you guys. So these are 22 caliber, 14.3 grain. Piranhas just have the extra, it says extra bite over the actual hollow point, and these are a count of 400 pellets instead of 500, which is the norm. And also the price is way more. I paid about, well, here's a receipt. These were $9.82 plus my local tax, so it ended up being about $10.50, $10.50 out the door for 400 of these Piranha pellets. Whereas I could get, when in stock, I could get hollow points of the same weight for around $6 to $7, depending on the price and all that. So they are a little bit more expensive, and you get less. So that's something to consider. Which I know it's only 100 pellets less, but you're paying like $3 or $4 more for them. But other than that, pretty standard looking. So I'm going to get into testing with these. With the expansion and accuracy and precision out of guns that I know that like lighter pellets, like the Crosman 14.3 grain weight. And I'll be using a brake barrel, which is the Gammo Swarm Fox, and it shoots the normal hollow points 14.3 grain at around 700 feet per second. Like between 15 and 16 foot-pounds of energy. I think 15 and a half to be exact. And then I'll be using my Umarex Gauntlet 22 caliber PCP, which shoots the Crosman hollow points at around 860. I believe it's like 23 and a half foot-pounds off the top of my head. So those are the two guns that I'll be testing. I'm going to be doing some, again, expansion tests with these, precision and accuracy, and then give you guys an overall view of what I think. And, you know, like I said, these guns I know for sure like the lighter pellets, so that's the reason why I'm using them, to show what these pellets can do. If you're using a gun that doesn't like lighter pellets or doesn't like these pellets anyway, your results will vary. So let's get into it. Alright, so back in the house here after doing some initial expansion test and accuracy test. I did the accuracy and precision, I should say, at 32 yards with each rifle, the Umarex Gauntlet PCP and the Gamma Swarm Fox. So, with that said, out of the 10, I will show you the group here. So out of the 10, it doesn't seem like it did so well out of the Gauntlet. 7 shots, measured here, center to center, farthest away, about 1.5 inches. So nothing to really brag about at 32 yards. 1.5 inches. And then out of the Gamma Swarm, farthest shots, I pulled one, but 6 of them were within 2 inches center to center, and the one that I pulled was about 3 inches center to center at 32 yards. So with that said, I was not too impressed with the precision and accuracy. So I took it upon myself to use my little pellet gauge, my newest pellet gauge and accuracy hack by playing with the skirt. Since this measures all skirts at 5.6 millimeters, I took my micro file and made sure to see where the actual hole in the skirt, whether it was oval or if it was centered, and I just grabbed 7 random pellets out of the 10 and did it to each gun. So I want to show you guys that. So here is the Umarex Gauntlet at 32 yards, and you can see 2, for some reason, odd flyers down here, but 5 of them are pretty much let's see here, center to center. 5 of them are about 1/2 inch. About 1/2 inch center to center there. Again, nothing to really bat an eye at. I mean, you could definitely hit what you're aiming at if the precision was like that the whole time. And then, well, comparing that to the initial group out of the 10, you can see that significantly made a difference for the Gauntlet. Significantly big difference where they clustered up versus how these were all over the place at 32 yards. So moving on to the Swarm now, I shot, let's see here, I think it was 6 shots here. 6 shots, and 6 of them, or 5 of them, are about 1 inch, and all 7 center to center across. The farthest shots are about 1.25 inches. As you can see there, guys, so that was pretty good. I really, that blew me away. I couldn't believe that, because I mean, I seen it with the PCP, but I didn't know if it was going to make a big difference with the break barrel. And you can see there that my group size dramatically changed, pretty much in half at 32 yards out of a break barrel. That is crazy. So out of the 10, even though the gun likes lighter pellets, it doesn't seem to shoot these pellets very well. With that said, I modified mine to make them shoot good, and I understand that most people won't be able to do that, so it is what it is, but I do want to show you what's capable. So without any shooting footage, I went ahead and soaked some pellets in vinegar and acid to soften them up to see if they would expand better in the bore of the Umarex Gauntlet. And I did 7 in vinegar out of the 10. I did 7 with my file. I soaked them, and you can see the top one, top group there, nothing to really brag about. They're all about the same group as the initial ones out of the tin, so I'm not even worried about that. Not even worried. But it was worth testing. Not a waste of time in my book. Definitely worth testing. So I do want to show you guys the expansion, just shooting in a water bucket at close range, and show you why the actual skirt in my gauge worked better, more accurately out of the Umrex Gauntlet. So they both, the Umrex Gauntlet and the Gamo Swarm Fox, both the heads flattened out pretty good, and I'll take pictures and close-ups. But the most significance here is the skirt, and the skirt of the Gamo Swarm Fox blew out like a, I don't know, it blew out big time compared to the one in the Umrex Gauntlet. So that could be one reason why they shot pretty good out of the break barrel, as probably as accurate or as precise as the PCP. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this little miniature review. I know it's not much, but if you can't hit what you're aiming at, you know, it's kind of pointless to me to do all those extra tests of, you know, how far penetration wise it can do in ballistic gel, you know, all that stuff. Now don't get me wrong, it's a cool test and all, but you know, again, if you can't hit what you're aiming at, period, none of that stuff matters. So guys, I hope you appreciate this video. I really enjoyed making it, and you know, I understand out of the tin, for somebody not knowing, you know, what I know, it's going to be a struggle, but that's the reason. I mean, I'm glad I made this little gauge to help me out. And with a file, again, you can see whether or not the, you know, pellets are centered or not. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.